The funds that Deutsche Bank have kindly agreed to contribute will be important in implementing the very best science to the treatment of patients in the UK straight away. So the next national clinical trial for acute myeloid leukemia, the national laboratory, will be in this building where we are today. It's the Weatherall Institute of Molecular Medicine, and we will be setting aside a dedicated lab, a purpose-built lab, to analyse patient samples from that clinical trial, and we'll be doing detailed genetic analysis to identify the type of tumour a patient has and how they're responding to treatment. We've piloted the work streams, we know that we can deliver them, and we will begin the work with Cure Leukemia in October, November this year.
If we are to serve patients best, what we need is an integrated approach where the brilliance of science in terms of understanding what drives a disease is integrally linked to the testing of this wave of new treatments and their complementary approaches.
You can liken it to a car crash where you've had a really violent car crash and there people are injured, gravely injured. And we as doctors and nurses and our teams, the healthcare professionals, will come to that car crash and we have to tend to the wounded, to the gravely ill. And that's what we do. For example, with leukemia, we're dealing with very sick people who are gravely ill through no fault of their own. That's quite a hard thing to treat. So looking further ahead into the future, it makes a lot of sense to try and prevent the car crash. We now are in a position to try and do that, and over the next 10 to 15 years, that's going to be a really important goal, actually preventing a clinically harmful cancer, a lethal cancer, from taking hold in a patient.
So our relationship with the University of Oxford has really been transformative, very important in terms of us understanding how the new drugs that we're delivering work, but also of equal value to the brilliant scientists in the University of Oxford in terms of driving further forward the understanding of disease biology.
We have the technology, we have a healthcare system that is facilitatory for looking at large populations, and we need to look at large populations to see variation in individuals. What we now need is the resources to be able to put all of this together. I want, before I retire, to be able to say that compared to today, where you and I are sitting here today, it's unrecognisable. Wouldn't that be lovely? So that is what we have to do.